What's up, good people? Hope you're well out there. Listen, this is Tanya. This is your girl, Tanya McKenzie, City Council candidate for Redondo Beach, District 4. And, I woke up in a mood. So I wanted to come and just have another little community chat with you today. I've been trying to figure out, a good way to try to help people understand where I am on issues. And I am not sure if that will ever be the case. Like either you like what you have or you don't. And at this point, I'm really hoping that everyone can look at the record of everyone involved with this city council, current city council, and the recall, why it's being recalled, and your options, right? For me, I am I'm a domestic violence survivor. I watched it as I grew up. I had to stand up to those individuals for my mother. I stood up to the man that shot her, murderers, child predators. I have spent my entire adult life standing up for children, including myself, and those that have abused children and women and children. That's just who I am. I'm also from the Bay Area, so I don't know, home of the tree huggers and Black Panthers. So fighting is in my blood, fighting for people and for causes that I think is important. What I see going on here is Redondo Beach kind of suffering from small man syndrome. Now that's an actual thing. Like I wasn't sure, but it is an actual thing. Small man syndrome. Let me read it to you. I'm sorry. It is refers to a condition where a man feels inadequate because of his short height and may try to overcompensate it with overly aggressive behavior, right? That's a thing. I just think that it's literally and figuratively here. There are people that may not feel like they are in elevated positions or they don't have enough respect. And they are overly aggressive about the things that they are trying to accomplish, about the vision that they want others to see them in. And instead of working towards that and getting people to collaborate and see them as the leaders that they want to be, they are just overly aggressive and abusive, mostly towards women. And why does this concern me? Because a lot of the things are happening in public. And for me, someone that has seen this kind of behavior, it makes me worry about the things that are actually going on in private. But I mean, that's not my business. I just see it happening in public and it's not okay. I want to talk about people that ask me about, why would I be friends with Elliot or have him on my platform? I'm not sure if you've seen Leaders and Learners is the number one podcast in Redondo Beach, and it is number 8 on leadership podcast nationwide. I like talking to people to get their perspective. I get along with people until I don't. I got along with Mayor Brand. People said stay away from him. I did not. I introduced myself, made meetings to chat, and we were good until we weren't. His buddy Wayne Craig, I want to be on the Redondo Beach NRBBA board. I said, my constituents and my board does not like you. They do not want to work with you. But I gave him opportunity to get to know and work with some of these people, and he did not want to do it. So then he did not like me. And I've always given people a chance. That's just who I am. No one tells me who to like and who not to like. It doesn't work that way. I do not work that way. I am non-judgmental about people until there's a reason to be that way. Um, it's odd. People will say, "Oh, well, we don't want Elliot in our city." That kind of guy. We have a guy on council right now who is a drunk and tried to harm a local business, and the city had to pay his legal bills. And he is currently sitting on council. So I'm confused on how one is better than the other. Or are we just in a situation now where we can be the end all say all about who can be here and who can do business here? I just don't think it is for us to decide. But as voters, we get to decide a lot. So District 4, it seems like the ball is in your court on a lot of things in regards to how this city moves forward. So again, I tried with Mayor Brand. We were good until I disagreed with him on something. Wayne Craig, until I wouldn't let him on the NRBBA board, and then it became all out war. And I do want to share with you, even when Councilman Obagi came in as the president of the NRBBA, I went ahead and extended an invite to him. Now, you let me know if the tone is not appropriate, but this is what I sent him. I hope that you are well. I wanted to invite you to speak at the monthly meeting, the monthly NRBBA meeting. It would be great if you could introduce yourself and speak with the business owners, community organizations, and residents in attendance about yourself and your intentions for District 4. The meeting is always the second Thursday of the month at 8 a.m. Please let me know if that works for you. If so, please send me any info that you want to be included in the promo. He responds to me, Tanya, you might also start with congratulations. I understand my good friend Wayne Craig and somebody I know only from the internet, Bruce Zealous, has been excluded from the club. Are you willing to let them back in? Now, let me let you know, Wayne Craig is the guy I said he could not be on our board. And he, you can do your own Google research, has been proven to be quite the racist. And he does not live in North Redondo Beach. Bruce does not even live in Redondo. So at a time where I'm asking you to come talk to our residents and our businesses, you want to, one, tell me I need to congratulate you. I've never had anyone respond to me like that. And two, make them a part of the deal. I didn't understand that. So maybe you have some understanding that I don't. I said, you know, my friends call me Tanya, and you can call me Commissioner McKenzie or Mrs. McKenzie. The community, business owners, and community organizations look forward to hearing from you, offering their feedback, and welcoming you as a leader in the community. We appreciate you taking the time. Have a great rest of your week. Now, I could have said something much more petty, but I did not. He tells me that basically if Wayne and Bruce can't come, he's not coming. So I told him, those are big boys and they can fight their own battles. I assume that you wanted to address your constituency. I just thought he'd want to talk to the businesses and the people that voted for him. He tells me that he's not going to come, so I just told him best of luck. There was nothing out of pocket about our conversation. So at what point did he decide it was okay to be disrespectful towards me? It was okay to launch attacks towards me. And the NRBBA is not a club, okay? It is not a club. It is a business organization. There are people that have told him it's a political organization. It is not. We support businesses. We've supported many through COVID. And I guess he came into being a District 4 councilman with someone else's thoughts in mind. This lets you know that his concern was not District 4, even from day one. And that was recently, like right after his election. He hadn't even been sworn in yet. But as the president, I was looking out for our businesses, and that was his response. So let me take you back to small man syndrome and this person and how not only him, but with the coordination of other city council people and community members, all men, how they decided to treat City Councilwoman Emdee in front of everyone. Now, you let me know your thoughts on this.
Only resolution number CC-2206-042, resolution City Council City of Redondo Beach, California, amending the Community Development Department user fees as amended. Adopt by title only, resolution number CC-2206-043, a resolution City Council of Redondo Beach, California, amending the Public Works Department user fees. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, there you go. Next up, where are we? Next up is city manager items. Do you have any items?
Nope, not this evening. Just happy we got done with the hearing.
Whole budget.
The whole budget. That was message enough.
Okay, mayor and council items. P1, discussion and consideration to adopt the resolution appointing Mayor Pro Tem, delegates, alternates, as official representatives of the city, and then adopt this resolution. So, Councilmember Nairnhart.
I like this. I am uncomfortable with someone who's terming out this next year. Councilmember Emdee's terming out in March or April. I talked about this. Councilmember Obagi, you want to? I'll make a motion to approve as is, and then place myself as the councilmember, as a mayor pro tem, for starting on July 1 until June 30th.
I'll second that for reasons already stated.
That's stupid. That happens in other cities, but not, come on. There's a regular rotation here.
I could not think of a place or time where it is more appropriate to have somebody who could unify the city at the helm when the mayor steps away, and not somebody who's constantly clawing at me, disparaging me, attacking me, causing divisiveness between north and south. Absolutely not. Nor do I want to hear from this person all meeting long, every meeting.
I have to respectfully disagree.
And
That's fine.
it's about.
There's a rotation.
There's a rotation.
And
We honor the rotation despite any personal feelings about anybody.
we just set a new precedent. Or we are making a motion to set a new precedent.
Or what? So there's a motion and a second.
That's just for one part. There's others.
I approved everything else except for that particular position.
I believe last year, this was going to be my last year on the COG. So you may want to adjust that. That was what you agreed to last year.
It's funny you mentioned I was looking at COG and SCAT, because I always want to be on both, but I can't do both. But
Do you not want to serve on the COG anymore?
Well, last year I said I would do the one more year. So
plus he's
I made the assumption that I would not be, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to let you stay.
Yeah, you do a great job there.
I agree.
Not going to be.
It takes a lot of time and you put in the time, so.
Yeah, you've been there for a while. You can stay there.
okay. Is there any public comment on this?
None.
No public comment?
Unless somebody.
Live public comment?
Part of the Charter Review Committee, we have a copy of our charter. And section 8.5 says Mayor Pro Tem. It says prior to June 30th of each year, the city council shall appoint one of its members as Mayor Pro Tem. That's all it says. Not much more than other than just to do these. So there is no pattern. And also, I would like to remind the council historically, Stephen Colleen, when he was a council member for 7 years, never was Mayor Pro Tem. So again, it's your call. You can make a vote either way you want. Thank you.
Why was he never mayor pro tem?
The council never voted to make him Mayor Pro Tem, and there was no rotation.
Can I ask a question? Actually, I don't agree with that motion, but the rotation goes District 5, and then District 3, and then District 2, and then District 1. So you just nominated yourself to jump 3 people.
I Brown acted on him and I was gonna nominate him anyways. I Brown acted with him and I was going to appoint him because Councilmember Lowenstein has some trips planned and the mayor is gonna be absent in the first few meetings in July.
Again, though, you're still jumping the rest of the rotation.
We could change that in a later year, so that's no
Yeah.
problem.
That's fine. He does a good job as Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay, so there's a motion and a second.
So just
Any more public comment? Is everything else, okay, fine, I'll do a roll call vote. Councilmember Narenheim.
Aye.
Councilmember Lowenstein.
Aye.
Councilmember Horvath.
No.
Councilmember Obagi.
Aye.
And Councilmember Emdee.
No.
Adopt by title only, resolution number CC-2206-37.
Can't vote to against my three biggest supporters. I just can't. I'm not going to.
So the mayor just said he could not vote against his three biggest supporters, despite the fact that the city voted for him to be the mayor. He's the mayor of those that support him. Please remember that the next time there's an election. You vote for people that support the whole city, not just the people that like them. It was her turn. It was Laura's turn to be mayor pro tem, and they took that from her. Her constituents voted for her. They support her. So they just took her district's representation because that's what they wanted to do. And then you have Wayne Craig that just happens to have the information for the charter just in his briefcase. How convoluted is this? That these small men have to work together to be disrespectful and dismissive of this woman that has faithfully served this city for this long. Like it's pretty deplorable how things are being done around here. It was her turn. And then you have small man syndrome, where this man feels like he needs to not only take it from her, nominate himself, which is something that Wayne Craig has also done to me. I don't understand why this is a thing. I don't understand how this has been going on for this long. I don't understand. And then Zein says, I don't want to hear her all meeting long. Has he heard himself? I mean, come on. And would you say that to a man? Would you? I don't know what's going on here with this small man syndrome that seems to be going on in Redondo local politics, and the women that support this, the people that support this. It's not how it's supposed to work. It's disgusting and it's hard to watch. So look, I need District 4 to focus. Focus on us. Focus on what we need. Outside voices have been the problem for a very long time. Let's focus on getting this done. On October 19th, District 4, you need to come out and you need to vote yes on the recall. Everything else will work itself out. But on October 19th is the opportunity for District 4 to take back their voice, to take back their options, to have someone that represents them that does not lie to them and that is honest with them. If you're going to ask me about don't. That has nothing to do with me. This is what has to do with me, and it did not start with Elliot or anyone else. I have shown you exactly where this started. You might want to start with congratulations. Who responds to someone that's inviting them somewhere like that? Listen, I don't know about your goals and your morals and your values, but I am not disrespectful. I am not dismissive to any human until they get started with me. And this guy got started a long time ago. So again, District 4, get focused. Yes, on the recall. And hopefully we'll see you on the other side of this. All right. Told you I woke up in the mood. Have a good one.